Hey y'all, it's crawfish season, so today we making Cajun crawfish stuffed pistolettes. So let's get started. First, we need to make a roux over medium-low to medium heat. We start with 2 tablespoons of salted butter. When the butter has melted and begins to lightly bubble, add some all-purpose flour. We are making a brown roux, or what we call a pecan-colored roux. So this will take about 10 minutes or so to achieve. The secret to a good roux is slow cooking, stirring, and vigilance. Color change happens quickly, so don't leave the roux. You can't salvage a burned roux. You just have to start over, and nobody wants to do that. Now it will look like the roux is clumpy at first, but trust the process. Know that the roux will loosen up in due time. Once we have the roux the color we want, let's begin sauteing our veggies. Add some chopped yellow onion, or oignon, as my Uncle Felix would say, green bell pepper, some red bell pepper, and some Creole seasoning. We using Mrs. Clotilde's certified Creole seasoning. It's a low salt, all-purpose Creole seasoning that you can flavor just about anything with. The next step is to add our chopped Cajun smoked tasso. This video is not sponsored. We just showing you what we like to use. Saute until the veggies begin to wilt. This should take between 5 and 7 minutes. Then we add some minced garlic and some chopped serrano pepper that we remove the seeds from. And you allow this to saute until it becomes aromatic. This takes about 30 seconds to a minute. To the veggies, we add some fresh chopped tomato, some dried bay leaf, and some additional Creole seasoning. Then we add in a little bit of crawfish or shrimp stock. We add enough stock to loosen the roux and allow the ingredients to combine. You may have to add a bit more later in the cooking process to get the crawfish filling the consistency you need for stuffing into the pistolette. Cover and allow to simmer over medium flame until the mixture begins to thicken and the flavors are melded. This takes about 20 minutes or so. Next, we add the cubed Velveeta cheese. You can use whatever cheese you fancy, but make sure it's a smooth melting cheese that doesn't overpower the taste of the crawfish. We stir the cheese into the sauce until it's fully melted and warmed through. Then we add our chopped crawfish tails and some whole crawfish tails. These tails were left over from a crawfish ball, so they are nicely seasoned. You can use pre-packaged crawfish tails, but you may need to adjust the seasoning a bit. Also try to use Louisiana crawfish for the best flavor. We're gonna let the mixture simmer for about 10 minutes until the crawfish are warmed through and their flavor has leached into the filling. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Check the consistency of the filling. We want a thickened filling that will allow you to easily stuff into the bread, not too runny and not too thick. Finally, we add some chopped parsley and green onion tops to the mixture and stir these in good. Remove the crawfish filling from the stove and allow to cool before using. These are the pistolettes. Like the po' boy French bread we use in New Orleans, this bread when cooked is soft and flaky. These are traditional stuffed pistolettes, so the filling is inside the bread, not poured on top. This right here is a plain fried pistolette. We need to make some glue to make sure the filling stays inside when they're cooking. So mix together a bit of flour and water in a 1-to-2 ratio to make the glue. This is 1 tablespoon of flour and 2 tablespoons of water. Now we cut our bread. Rough measure, or what we call eyeball, back 1 inch from the tip of our pistolette and cut it off with our bread knife. Make sure to keep the tips together with their bread piece so that you can make sure you gluing the tip you cut off back onto that piece of bread. Then use the knife to cut an oval or triangle into the bread and use your fingers or a pair of chopsticks or some small tongs to remove the bread filling. Leave a bit of border along the sides and bottom of the pistolette. Be very careful not to break through the sides or bottom of the bread. If you do, you need to discard that roll. I freeze the pulled out stuffing and any bread that I might puncture for use later in the bread pudding. Then we stuff our cool crawfish filling into our hollowed out bread. Don't worry if a little bit gets around the edge. Be neat, but if a little bit on the edge, it won't hurt the final outcome. Once the pistolette is stuffed, take the tip that belongs to that piece of bread and either dip it in the glue or you can spread the glue with a knife. The key is to make sure you have enough of the glue on the surface and the rim of the bread that when it comes into contact with the pistolette, it sticks. Just a thin layer will do. It don't need to be thick, no. Then replace the tip and set the pistolette in a casserole dish or something with an elevated side so that you can sit the glued tip of the pistolette against the wall to apply a bit of pressure. It only takes a couple of minutes for the glue to secure. You can also use an unstuffed pistolette to help add a bit of pressure and limit any movement while the glue is drying. Once you get all the pistolette stuffed with the crawfish filling and the tips glued back on, we can set up for frying. Traditional Cajun pistolettes are fried, but as always, make the recipe yours. If you prefer to bake, by all means bake. For frying, put at least 3 inches of oil in your heavy frying pan or fryer and heat to between 325 and 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The lower the temperature, the longer the cooking time, the warmer the filling. So if I use refrigerated filling, fry closer to 325 degrees. If I use warm filling, like what we just made, cook closer to 350 degrees. As y'all saw, the oil barely moved when I put the pistolettes in. It's not the same roll as when you're frying French fries, no. So don't be fooled. When you put them in the oil, they cooking. So be mindful. It takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes per side at 350 to cook completely through, and you will need to manually flip the pistolettes. Now this is where I deliberately spread some of the glue on the outside so you can see it browned nicely. This one, the glue is only on the inside. You can hardly tell where the cut line is. Either technique will work. And there you have it. 100% homemade Cajun stuffed crawfish pistolettes. Give them a try this crawfish season and let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as a part of our Creole and Cajun cooking community. And remember, when you mix a little bit of Creole with a little bit of Cajun, that's good eating. See y'all next time.